Hey guys, and welcome to some brand new products I've just got in, and they're from the company BMC, and we have first of all the PureDAC in here, and then we have the Pure USB 1 active USB cable in there. So let's just first off open up this PureDAC, and then I can tell you that this box was very heavy indeed. Yeah, had some serious weight to it. And I've used this before. I used it at the Bristol show. That's where I met BMC, and I did try it there. I brought my Hi-Fi Man HE500s to the show, as well as I tried their balanced Biodynamic T1s, and I was very impressed with how this sounded with the Biodynamic T1s, which I've never heard in balance before. I have heard on various amplifiers, including Biodynamic's own A1. So yeah, I was very impressed with how it sounded with the T1 balanced, and it done a good job in the conditions. They did turn off the speaker rig in the room so I could hear the open back headphones properly. Wow, it's still quite bulky. So yeah, they turned the speakers off in the room so I could hear the setup properly, and I was very impressed with the sound quality with both headphones. Obviously I can't say a lot because it was a lot briefer, but obviously I'm going to be testing it a lot more thoroughly now. I've downloaded quite a bit of DSD to test out with it, so that'll be good fun. And let's bring you closer and have a better look. First of all, in the box, along with the main unit itself, we have this driver from BMC. I'm guessing that's for use with a PC, because I am in fact using it with a Mac, and like most DACs with Macs, it should be plug and play. At least I think that's what they've told me already. We then have a power cable. So just a nice power cable, 240 volt, plugged into the mains and to the back of the unit. We then have a remote control, which is really nice. I might as well just open it up now for you and show you it. So we have the BMC logo down there at the bottom. We have headphone volume, DAC volume, an input selector, which is really nice, and we have a headphone mute and a DAC mute. So it's nice that we have the two different volume controls, the input selector, and it just saves you messing around toggling on the unit when you can just do it with a control much easier, especially if you have it on a front end that's not as accessible. Maybe it's not on the desk with you, maybe it's on a rack somewhere else. So that's a really handy utensil. You have then the owner's manual. It's got all the inputs and outputs there. But I saved the boring look through the owner's manual with you, and let's just get straight in and have a look further at the unit. Okay, so here we have the PureDAC, and because we haven't got it powered up as of now, we can't actually see what everything is, because it's a completely digital display on there. LEDs will light up and we'll see what everything is. But we have the power button here, the input selector here, we have a volume for the line out, we can mute the line out, we then have a display around here, we have volume there, headphone volume there, tells you all sampling rates down here, and we have a BMC logo at the top. We then have and this is the headphone side, so we have headphone mute, headphone volume, we have a 1/4 inch jack, and we have the 4-pin XLR balanced output, and that's the most important thing here, because it's not just a case of one's balanced with more powerful, the other one's single-ended. They've actually put quite a bit more time and development, I think, into the balanced headphone output. For example, this has under 1 ohm output impedance. This has, I think, 100 ohms output impedance. So they're actually rather different in terms of design. And obviously, I'll be using a range of balanced headphones when testing this. I've got quite a few more different balanced headphones coming in, and double helix cables in the US are making me a Cobicon's 4-pin XLR balance connector, so I can test it with IEMs and a range of other headphones that I already have with Cobicon connectors. Here we have the back of it, and obviously as a DAC, we have our analog outputs. Of course, we have the two 3-pin XLR outputs there. We then have the standard single-ended RCA line outputs there. We then have their BMC link, which is toggled on and off. It's their own variation of a connection. I think it's so if you have a BMC power amplifier, for example, they have a whole range of separates. You can then use this link as a better, easier and higher quality link with other BMC products. So it's not something I'll be using, but it's quite cool if you have got a range of BMC products. So I know they have a whole catalogue of stuff. Then I have our digital inputs. We have just the standard variations. We have the optical toslink. We have the SPDIF coaxial. We have the balanced AES. It's the only one I won't be able to really test. And then we have the USB, which is the one I'm using most because I use my computer as my digital interface. Then we have the 230 volt AC line for obviously the power. So that's it. Obviously it's quite a large unit. I'll get it on my desktop in a second and show you it booting up. And I think it's a very nice looking unit. It's different. I really like the grills up top. You can see a few of the internal components if you look really closely. I like this. I like the shininess. I do like it. No, it is quite a classy looking unit. And yeah, I'll just open the USB cable and we'll get it on my desktop. This is new to their Pure line. Currently in the Pure line, I think we have the Pure DAC that I've just shown you. We have a pair of, I think, Pure Vox speakers. Their speakers are coming out soon. And this is the newest arrival. It's the Pure USB 1, and it's their active USB cable, which is pretty unique, I have to say. It comes in 2 and 5 meters. Because it's so new, I've seen a few different pricing guides for it. So I originally saw the prices they were advertising at CES this year, but I think that may have changed now. So I'll have a little further look and I'll ask the guys at Colab who sent it over to me and see if I can get a better price. Probably should have checked before the video, but before I upload the video I'll give you a certain price. So don't worry about that. It should appear somewhere there on the screen around this time. As far as the USB cable goes, I have to say this is one pretty cool little case. Oops, making a mess of that there. So slides out and it comes in its own little bag. This is really nice. It's a real nice presentation, I have to say. Let's open this microfiber case and let's get that USB cable out. So here it is. It's pretty chunky. We obviously have the USB connectors for the computer and for the DAC, and then we have, it would just be a normal USB cable, but it's this which is the real difference being here. And what BMC are saying is that you know, all these high-end cable makers who make the very expensive USB cables, they're trying to tune and shape the materials they use in the cable so that there's a loss of noise and it's the cleanest signal. But BMC have taken their own approach and they've decided that they've put a active circuitry, which is in the box, so that before the digital signal enters a DAC, they reshape it, they dispose of all the noise, they get rid of, and they really clean up the signal. They also say that they have a 2 meter and a 5 meter version, and they say that in normal ones, the longer the cable is, the more noise and the more problems could be caused. But because of this is right before the entry into the DAC, it doesn't matter how long the cable is, because it's going to be going through the same distance away from the DAC, so it's going to be cleaned up the same. So it's a real nice to see a bright new take on doing a USB cable. I do have an upgrade USB cable that I think is about £80, and I think the 2 meter one, and it's shorter than this, a lot shorter. I think it's like half a meter. So that was 80 quid, and I think this is the 2 meter version of this is going to be between 150 and 200. So it's not like stupidly high end in price. In fact, it could, it's not bad at all, I don't think. And obviously the 5 metre version is a bit more expensive, but they've not been over the top with the price or anything, considering potentially it could be as good as it gets in terms of USB cable, because they are doing this new approach. They are using that active circuitry. But anyway, let's get it all set up, and I'll see you in a second. So I've just plugged it into the mains and got the USB connected to my computer. So let's turn it on. So as you can see, we get all of this, the lights come on and tell us what everything is, which is really nice. I think it looks proper cool. And yeah, I'll get it set up with the USB. So first of all, we've got the USBs already selected as our input. So I'm now going to go onto Audivana Plus on my computer and go into my preferences and find the DAC, which is it's classed as an XMOS USB 2.0 audio out. So I've now selected that, and it's now just a case of plugging in my headphones. I'm using the HE500s with a Charleston Cable Company custom cable. I'm just going to find some DSD, so some die straights will do. I'll just find them. Oh, my music's not on my playlist anymore, so I'll just find anything. Play some, it comes up as a 32/84 DAC that can do DSD, which is really cool. And here it is. And now I'm just a case of pressing play and we're ready to go. So I'm going to be testing it, and I'll get back to you on my website as well as on a YouTube video. Probably my next month's roundup, I'll show you this again. So thanks ever so much for the video, for watching, and I'll see you next time.